The ego is who we think we are. It's made up of two forces, consciousness and the subconscious. Our subconscious holds every experience we've ever had, every emotion we've buried, every fear we've silenced. When we meet people, the ego projects a persona, a mask we wear to fit every social moment. For example, at school you become the obedient student, at work the composed professional. With a stranger, you're polite, careful with your words. With a friend, you loosen, open, reveal more of who you are, each one a version of the same you. But while we protect this best self, the ego also hides what it fears, what it doesn't want others or even us to see. All our shame, our pain, our forgotten moments, they're pushed deep into what we call the shadow. The shadow is the unseen mirror of the ego, reflecting everything we've denied, suppressed, or refused to see. To understand this process is to turn life into a journey of constant self-discovery. If you truly want to master yourself, you must learn who you really are, and that takes a lifetime of honesty and facing your shadow. A warning, never do shadow work when you're in a negative or unstable state. Wait until you're calm, centered, grounded, because diving in when your mind is clouded can lead you deeper into helplessness. When you return balanced and ready, you can transform that pain. When you're able to look at the uneasy moment without judgment and find the lesson within it. There's always a positive hidden in the negative, always an opportunity to grow. Even pain has purpose. Without stress, the body and mind can't evolve. Just as muscles grow only after they've been pushed to their limits and given time to rest, the soul too strengthens through challenge and finds renewal through stillness. So have gratitude, even for the moments that hurt, because they're the very conditions that shape who you're becoming. Using this understanding, it becomes the alchemy that turns shadow into light, because the shadow is not bad, it's essential. Just as night isn't bad and day isn't good, they are one and the same, parts of a single cycle. Without night, there is no day. Without wrong, there is no right. Without death, there is no life. This is the eternal rhythm of duality, and judgment, or choosing a side, is what blinds us from seeing their unity. This is where the guiding light framework begins. 5 steps to bring your shadow into light. Step 1. Recognition, seeing the pattern. Healing begins when you recognize that what feels like weakness is really an old survival pattern. Your body isn't betraying you, it's protecting you, replaying an emotional memory that was never completed. When you name it, the shadow loses power. The amygdala stores emotional memories and reactivates them when it senses a similar threat. Studies by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk show that trauma keeps the body locked in the past, but awareness is the first step in resetting that pattern. Step 2. Acceptance, releasing resistance. The instinct to push away pain only keeps it alive. When you stop resisting, you give the emotion permission to complete its natural cycle. You stop fighting your nervous system and start listening to it. Acceptance reduces activity in the insula, the brain's distress hub, and restores balance to the prefrontal cortex, helping you regain calm control. Research on affect labeling shows that simply naming a feeling lowers amygdala activity. Step 3. Understanding, extracting the lesson. Once the emotion is seen and accepted, it becomes data, a message from your deeper self. Every trigger points to a belief, fear, or attachment ready to be understood. Cognitive reappraisal, the art of reinterpreting meaning, strengthens the brain's resilience network, prefrontal cortex, and anterior cingulate. This is how emotional intelligence is built, turning reaction into reflection. Step 4. Transmutation, turning pain into power. Transformation begins when you use the same energy that caused suffering as fuel for growth. Pain becomes purpose, and the past becomes your teacher instead of your captor. Neuroplasticity shows that new meaning rewires old circuits. Stress followed by recovery is how both muscle and mind grow stronger. Adaptation through repetition. Step 5. Integration, gratitude, and compassion. You reach completion when gratitude arises naturally, not because it was easy, but because you can now see the gift within the pain. Compassion for yourself and others becomes the final alchemy. The shadow turns into wisdom. Practices of gratitude and compassion activate oxytocin and the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, creating emotional coherence and a sense of unity. Neuroscientist Dr. Richard Davidson calls this the biology of kindness. When I was 7, I sat in a parent-teacher interview beside my mum. The teacher said I wasn't listening in class, that I refused to do my schoolwork and drew pictures instead. Before I could even look up, I felt a slap so hard it made my vision flash white, blood from my nose ringing in my ears and silence in the room. My teacher's face went pale. She didn't expect that reaction. In that moment, I became aware of something deeper. The way my mother showed love was through control and fear. That slap imprinted a pattern, teaching my body that love could hurt. That's awareness, seeing the wound for what it is. Years later, I stopped running from that memory. I let the pain surface, the fear, the humiliation, the confusion. Instead of fighting it, I allowed it to exist. I realized healing doesn't begin with resistance. It begins with saying, yes, this happened. That's acceptance, letting reality be seen without denial. Then I asked myself, why did that moment cut so deep? It wasn't just the slap, it was the feeling of being unseen, unsafe, unloved. And then I understood. Her violence came from fear that I wouldn't survive the world if I was uneducated. That's understanding, uncovering the truth beneath the pain. When that truth settled in, something shifted. Anger transformed into compassion and strength. The story that once broke me became the fire that forged me. I can look back at that slap with gratitude. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. That's transmutation. Turning a negative into a positive. Now, when I guide others through shadow work, I don't speak from theory, I speak from experience. Compassion freed me, not forgiveness, not forgetting, but understanding. I saw her not as a villain, but as a wounded child, repeating the cycle of physical discipline she had received from her parents. Without compassion, we remain prisoners of our pain. But with compassion, even the darkest memories become light. This is integration. Guiding others who are still walking through their own shadows. Resentment keeps us tethered to the past, even if we think we've moved on. Compassion cuts the tether, not by erasing the event, but by seeing through it. In mystical traditions, this is called seeing through the illusion of separateness, Advaita, loving what arises, Muji, transcending samskara, Buddhism. You didn't just forgive your trauma past, you saw it clearly. That clarity is freedom, and that is how the seeker becomes the seer.